What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bearcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Right back to him on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Manning. They go to the wide receiver screen. Oh, he's got some space. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. Think about the Big 12 conference. It just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. The challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the ground, fighting off the defender. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a 1st down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Moore. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The give to the back. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. Receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Oh, what a move. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air, it's Sorsby. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As a defensive guy, man, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They kick it away on fourth down. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Dropping back, it's Manning. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Still on his feet at the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Moore.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
What a nice run there. And I tell you, Texas has always been a place where there have been outstanding running backs. This guy is the next in line. He's got vision, he's got speed, he's got power. It always seems like it takes multiple defenders to bring him down. Huge weapon in this offense.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Unloads to the right. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. Here comes the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Simmons. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. These guys got knocked around in Big 12 play last year. That has been a motivating force during the offseason.
Yeah, and you hope it's a motivating force. You hope they were talking about it. You hope it matters to your team that...
There he goes! Oh, it's loose! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now. Flips
it out on the screen. Looked as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's fourth down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And the Longhorns will move the sticks with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Caught in the backfield. It's Lockett. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school, and you can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quickly complete. Can't get him to the ground. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking to throw again. The screen, he's got wheels. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. At After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It'll be 3rd and long. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes back at the 3.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quickly to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Manning. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Touchdown, Longhorn! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's the handoff. He breaks a tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Dumps it to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Pryor. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pryor. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After those last two plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Finding open areas. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Sets up the screen. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Back to pass. It's Manning. Quick completion on the out. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll try the run. He's past the 30. At the 45 on his way. Turning it on. Turning on the jet. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And that touchdown was massive for the offense. Gives them confidence heading into halftime. But remember, they're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, so they get an opportunity to cut even further into this lead. That was a huge play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop.
There he goes to the right. There he goes. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Bearcats. Once he got some room, it was over.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Texas offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Handoff to the single running back. Wide open spaces. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Lowers those pads. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. He's now over 150 yards on the ground, and you start putting yourself in that ethereal company of great Longhorn running backs.
Yeah, there's so many of them that we could go back, and Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and just recently Bijan Robinson. Man, they find highly, highly talented dudes. Just guys that you know when you hand them the ball, good things are going to happen.
They're dealing with a second and long. Got it behind the line. It's Wingo. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Manning. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. It's a seam wide open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turn.
Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. The 50. He's at the 40. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And defenses are way less concerned with yards nowadays. It's being great in the red zone. And boy, did they come up big. They create the turnover, return the INT all the way down the field, and set their offense up now with the red zone up.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The play-action fake. The short hands. It's called well. And he'll be brought down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy step, take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. Ball is out behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's hard to swallow. You're in scoring position. You got set up perfectly inside the 5-yard line. Everything looking good. You can't fumble the football. You got to take care of it. Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Makes the quick grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Toss sweep to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
To throw, it's Manning. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll field it close to the 50. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. They're just, you could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other. It was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Arizona is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Tucson for some time. They're up by 18 over Kansas State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
They'll take over first and 10.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. Breaks the tackle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll try to blast their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Manning. Got a man. It's Moore.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Now on first down from the 30. They'll give it to him again. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bearcats!
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And now on second down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Manning. The throw to the outside is complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first?
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Manning. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They go right back to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Pulls it in. It's Moore. He's loose. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Motion from the wideout. They'll throw it from the red zone. They'll run the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll try the outside to the left. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. A lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now, forcing a 3rd down.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling them up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming. You don't let that...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Iowa State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Ames is worth its weight in gold to the Cyclones. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off play action on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Simmons. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
With the catch, it's Allen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. And And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Here's the pressure. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Leaves it with the running back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The give to the right. Got the first down and more. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Takes the easy completion. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. Just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time, and get in a position to win.
The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to throw. It's Sorsby. He's got an open man. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Rushes on him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
And the Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
So now it's 2nd and long. Football with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. He's got his man, makes the grab. Touchdown, Bearcats! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible, right? So try to get a chunk right here before you have to take Jesse that big shot to the end zone.
And you know they're already dialing up that shot play, right? Who has the best hands on offense? Who has the best size? Who can go up high point the football and win you this game?
And they trust him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him.
Looking deep down the right side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win.